It's Elliott. Elliott for the touchdown. No flags. Cowboys lead.
This morning, Ezekiel Elliott, best running back in the NFL, has privately said he's planning a training camp holdout.
Reports have come out that Ezekiel Elliott will not play for Dallas without a new contract, meaning he will sit out the 2019 season unless he gets a new deal. According to sources, Zeke informed the Cowboys all the way back in January that he would not be playing unless he gets a new contract. Now hold up, before we fully dive in, let's take a step back and rewind all the way to the 1993 season when Emmitt Smith held out of training camp for a new contract. He had just won his second straight rushing title as well as a Super Bowl. The Cowboys played hardball and attempted to replace the future Hall of Famer with a fourth-round rookie named Derek Lassick. Long story short, they tried to prove a point that they didn't need Smith in their first two regular season games in which he sat out. Unfortunately, it didn't go quite to plan as they scored a total of 26 points in back-to-back losses. And well, what happened next was Jerry Jones then flew to Atlanta to personally bring back Emmitt Smith and make him the NFL's highest paid running back at the time. Now, on the other side of things, you have the Le'Veon Bell historic disaster of last season, which I'm not even gonna get into. All you need to know, it was a different time back then. Running backs didn't grow on trees like they do now. The NFL was more run-oriented, so they paid their star running backs, and that just doesn't seem to be the case in this day and age. I mean, go back to 2015. DeMarco Murray had capped the best rushing season in franchise history, and then poof, Murray was gone, and to an NFC East rival as well.
This is going all down. But done.
It's going down. Okay. He's going to be an Eagle. He is expected to sign there. Essentially, Dallas has not budged on this financial situation all along.
And just like that, a year later, the Cowboys had drafted Ezekiel Elliott and all was forgotten of DeMarco Murray. I love Zeke, and I'm going to reiterate this a million times. I think he's one of the most talented backs in all of the National Football League, but unfortunately, it's just not a running backs league anymore. I wanted to get the opinion from a Cowboys fan and ask my buddy Ryan about how he feels about Zeke holding out. He went on to say, from a character standpoint, under contract, so he needs to play, and they can cut you when you're not living up to that contract. So why can't a player demand more money if he's outperforming his contract? I honestly understand the want to get your guaranteed money, specifically for the running back position. Short shelf life, I get it. A report came out that the Cowboys offered Cooper, Dak, and Zeke all contracts that would make them top 5 paid at their position. If Zeke still doesn't like that, then honestly let the dude sit. Lastly, to clear up any confusion, you need 4 seasons to become a free agent. Zeke has played 3. So people originally assumed if he doesn't report by today, August 6th, he doesn't get his season, so he won't be a free agent next year. That is all true. However, the Cowboys already picked up his 5th-year option. So even if he did get credited this season, he wouldn't be a free agent until after 2020 anyway. So say he holds out all of the 2019 season and doesn't get a deal done. He can still play next year, the 5th year of his contract, and would be credited that 4th season and become a free agent in 2020. Today's deadline, of course, when I'm recording this, would only matter if he was on a 4-year contract, because then he would only have 4 available years to credit 4 seasons toward free agency, so missing a year would set him back. In reality, he has 5 years to credit 4. Personally, even after everything I've said about how replaceable running backs are, I believe Jerry Jones and Elliott will reach an agreement before the start of the regular season. With this being the best Cowboy team we've seen in quite some time, I think Zeke will be taken care of and ready to go for the home opener against the Giants.
Huge play. Elliott into Steeler territory. Down the sideline. And in for the touchdown, no flag.